What's up, Jobber Nation? This is Jobber Nation TV, soon to be the #1 sports entertainment channel on all of YouTube. In today's video, I'm gonna make my official WWE Elimination Chamber predictions. I'm DaChamp. I'm here alone to make these predictions because I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's about to go down on Sunday at Elimination Chamber, the pay-per-view for Smackdown Live. So without further ado, let me jump right into it with our first match. And it is for the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber, with our champion John Cena versus AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt versus The Miz, Dean Ambrose, and of course Baron Corbin. So who do I think is going to win? And who do I think should win? If we're going to talk about who I think should win this match, I'm going to say John Cena should win this match. And the reason is because he just won the title at Wrestlemania, beating AJ Styles. So I see him losing the title after, a few weeks would definitely diminish the impact, the importance of winning his 16th championship. Not only that, it will also diminish the fact that he beat AJ Styles in an absolute classic at the Royal Rumble. And think about it, John Cena holding the title for a few weeks? Now that would be something crazy, to be honest with you. Now, who do I think is going to win? Well, who do I think is going to win? Okay, now this is actually pretty difficult to kind of guess, you know. I know the rumors and the wrestling community, all these wrestling websites and columnists are pretty sure that Bray Wyatt is going to win. And I think if he does, I think it would be a bad decision. Not because Bray Wyatt doesn't deserve to be a champion, not because he's bad or anything. He's actually involved in one of the best stories here in the WWE currently. So the reason why I think Bray Wyatt should not win is because I do not want to see Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania, especially if it's for the WWE title or WWE Championship. I think Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, their rivalry, or they're not even in rivalry yet, but their story could actually extend past WrestleMania, because let's face it, Bray Wyatt is going to get overshadowed at WrestleMania. So why not extend it to another pay-per-view where the spotlight could be on Bray Wyatt? If he's going to be champion, do it right. And Randy Orton, of course, wasn't a popular or a exciting winner of the Royal Rumble, but he's our winner, so he's going to be in the championship match. So that's why I think that John Cena is going to win. We already know Dean Ambrose, Intercontinental Champion, is not going to win. And as a matter of fact, he shouldn't even be in this match. He should actually be defending his championship, in my opinion. But that's a video for another day. We know The Miz is not going to become WWE Champion. And we know Baron Corbin, despite looking very strong lately, is not going to become WWE Champion. So with that being said, I think it comes down to Bray Wyatt, AJ Styles, and John Cena. I do not see AJ Styles winning his championship back immediately after losing it a few weeks ago at the Royal Rumble. And I actually do see John Cena coming out on top. I mean, especially heading into WrestleMania, more than likely we're going to have Goldberg as champion. And we need another strong champion on SmackDown to bring the eyes to WrestleMania. And there's no better guy who's going to bring all the eyes, all the audience is going to be watching John Cena. So with that being said, my official prediction is that John Cena will walk out of the Elimination Chamber as WWE Champion. Now the next match, Luke Harper versus Randy Orton. This has been one of the most intriguing stories, in my opinion. I know a lot of people at first was bashing the story, thinking that Randy Orton's gonna just turn on Bray Wyatt as fast as Daniel Bryan did. But we have to admit, guys, Jobber Nation, we got to admit, the WWE fooled us, because this story has been going on for quite some time, and I don't think anybody expected that Luke Harper would be the one on the outs in the Wyatt family. He would be the one, you know, turning almost babyface in a way. I don't think anybody predicted that. So when it comes to the match quality, this is going to be a very good match. I mean, Randy Orton's style is still not appealing, not exciting, not something that I would want to see. But Luke Harper is one of the most underrated, great big men in the WWE. He can do pretty much anything. And let's not forget, he's coming off a knee injury, and he's still able to be as athletic and as agile as he is. I'm always impressed with Luke Harper. He is definitely showing that he is a top-tier star in the WWE, if only given the opportunity. So with that being said, who should win this match? Randy Orton should win this match, especially coming off a huge win at the Royal Rumble. He needs the victory, so it makes more sense as well. It's going to make Luke Harper even more jealous, I could say in a way, even more bitter towards Randy Orton. The fact that he can't beat Randy Orton, you know, it's going to make the story even more interesting in my opinion. Who do I think is going to win? I think Randy Orton is going to win. And the reason I say that is the reason why I think that he should win, because he won the Royal Rumble. While Luke Harper needs a major victory, you know, and this will definitely do a lot for Luke Harper to beat Randy Orton one-on-one clean. It would be a major victory for him, but let's face it, Randy Orton is not going to lose. He might come close to losing, but he's not going to lose. So Randy Orton will walk out as the winner of that match. Now let's go to the Women's Championship match. Alexa Bliss. And I just love saying that name, because every time I think about Alexa Bliss, she is so hot. And the way she is able to make those facial expressions, DaChamp likes it. DaChamp is sure that almost everybody in Jobber Nation likes Alexa Bliss. You might not like her attitude, but you cannot deny the fact that she's very good to look at. Okay, now that's a little off topic, so let's get back to this. Who is going to win? Will Naomi actually become SmackDown Women's Champion? Who should win? I think the person who should win this match is Alexa Bliss. While Naomi has shown that she's exciting, she's very athletic, she's very she's good at getting the crowd involved, especially when she comes in and do her, you know, exciting moves, the kicks, flipping over the ropes, you know. And you gotta give Naomi props, you know, she's not bad looking either. But it's just not her time, especially with the Wrestlemania being in Orlando, Florida, her hometown. I think it would make more sense for her to win it then and not now. And with that being said as well, Alexa Bliss really doesn't have any other legit wins as champion. I think every time she's won a match, it's been with the help of Mickie James. When she was doing the last, I forgot what you call it, last Matadora. I forgot. I'm talking about Los Matadores. Yeah, like I said, so who do I think should win? Alexa Bliss, of course. You know, Alexa Bliss, like I said, she needs a victory. She needs a legit victory over a legit contender. I love the way she's basically blowing off Naomi. She has been blowing off Naomi, which makes me think, Jobber Nation, that maybe Vince McMahon is sending a message that maybe he doesn't care about black people the way that Alexa Bliss doesn't seem to care about Naomi. Or maybe DaChamp is just pushing it a little bit. Maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. And also with this being Black History Month, who knows, maybe the WWE will shock us. And maybe Naomi might become champion. Okay, it's not going to happen. But, you know, it's nice to dream sometimes. Alexa Bliss is not great in the ring. Let me just make that clear. But she has been getting better. So, you know, as she improves, you know, this should be a pretty decent match. I do not expect a match of the year candidate coming from this matchup here. But let's give him a chance. But I think that Alexa Bliss will be walking out as Women's Champion at the end of Elimination Chamber. Another match, the Tag Team Turmoil for the WWE Smackdown Tag Team Championships. The teams are going to be, it's basically all the teams of SmackDown, the American Alpha, I forgot what you call them, Breezango, Von Villains, Usos, Heath Slater and Rhino, and the Ascension. Okay, let me just make this clear. The SmackDown Tag Team division is talented. They have some talented wrestlers, some very good teams, you know, when given the opportunity. But the fact is, SmackDown's Tag Team division has been nothing but pathetic. It's been pathetic for over the last month or 2 months or so. There hasn't been really anything going on. That's why they have all of these teams actually in the match, because they never get TV time at all. You know, American Alpha is by far the most talented. The Usos is, they're the most legit as far as, you know, in their characters. They're good at being heels. So I definitely will want to see Alpha versus Usos and actually an extended story or rivalry, which we haven't gotten yet. Heath Slater and Rhino still popular. I'm actually shocked that the fans are always chanting, "We want Rhino. We want Rhino." I mean, no disrespect to Rhino. He's good, you know. He's exciting, especially when he does the gore. You know, that's exciting. But I'm actually surprised he is as over as he usually is at SmackDown, you know. So, who do I think should win? The American Alpha, of course. They have yet to even defend the championships once. I mean, we can pretty much guarantee that Von Villains is not going to win. Breezango is not going to win. The Ascension, despite winning on SmackDown, is not going to win. Basically comes down to Heath Slater and Rhino, which they are probably not going to win because they had the titles, 2 months ago? And it's going to come down to either the Usos or the American Alpha. So who do I think is going to win? Upset alert, people. Upset alert. I am picking. The champ is officially picking the Usos to beat the American Alpha and the other tag team turmoil, other tag teams in this turmoil match. So the Usos, ooh. When I say ooh, you say so. Ooh. Come on, Jobber Nation. Ooh. Okay, it's not really working. But the Usos is going to be the champions. They are going to win the tag team championships. I'm saying it, guys. Mark it down. Everybody's expecting the American Alpha to win. The Usos are going to surprise us and become tag team champions again. And I think it would be a good decision because, let's face it, despite the talent that the American Alpha has, despite being great in NXT, they are not as over yet as they could have been or should be. So I'm thinking they're going to give the titles to the Usos and keep it on the Usos until WrestleMania. Now, another match. Nikki Bella versus Natalya. This has actually been a feud. This feud has actually been on fire. I mean, fire lately. You know, and I'm shocked because, you know, think like Nikki and Natalya, when it comes to acting, promos, they're not that great. But when it comes to throwing hands, they be throwing hands, you know what I mean? They be throwing those hands at each other, you know, it doesn't matter where they're at. They be spitting the fire, talking smack if you missed it. Natalya basically, you know, is wiping the floor with Nikki. You know, Nikki is coming back with those forearms. It's actually been pretty interesting. I'm actually looking forward to the match. And sorry, Natalya. Who do I think should win? I think Natalya should win because she hasn't really beaten anybody legit. Especially when a major story. And this is her first major story. She's been in, you know, actually with the spotlight on her. So I think she should win and try to extend this to WrestleMania. But let's face it, DaChamp thinks Nikki Bella is going to win because she's Nikki Bella pretty much. But let's stop disrespecting Nikki Bella. I'm not going to go into rants, but a lot of you fans, including you in the Jobber Nation, needs to stop bashing Nikki Bella. Nikki Bella is actually a very good wrestler. And she has been an icon in this women's division. Yeah, I said it. The champ said it. Nikki Bella has been an icon. You thought you would never hear those words from the champ, but you just heard it. And the fact that she's with John Cena has nothing, well, okay, let me take a step back. It may have something to do a little bit with where she's at, but she's definitely put the work in. I'm going to be sad if she retires. I'm hoping she doesn't, but I'm thinking she will because of the neck and the tingling she's been feeling in her arm. But she's going to win at Elimination Chamber, and that's the bottom line. Next, Becky Lynch versus Mickie James for the first time. This is going to be a great match. Two great wrestlers. Becky, Mickie, going at it. I can't believe we have 3 women matches on one pay-per-view. When was the last time this ever happened, Jobber Nation? Has it ever happened? Because I don't remember a time when it happened. But of course, if anybody does it, Smackdown Live is going to do it. So who should win this match? Mickie James should win this match because her first major match since returning to the WWE. She has been a fire lady too with her promos. And speaking of fire, no pun intended, Becky Lynch has also been on fire. But who do I think is going to win? Mickie James is going to win because she needs a legit victory in her first match. You know, she needs to be seen as a legit threat still. And Becky Lynch, even though she's always losing pretty much, she still is over with the fans. She is still carrying the SmackDown brand. Becky Lynch is still straight fire, whether you like her or you don't. Cannot deny her talent, her ability in the ring. And I'm actually looking forward to this rivalry extending until WrestleMania. And it's going to be a great match. I'm calling it now. Becky Lynch and Mickie James going to have one of the best matches of the night. And one final match before I end this video, it is going to be the match that I'm sure nobody pretty much cares about. Handicap match as a punishment for Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler versus Apollo Crews and Callisto. Is there 2 worst baby faces as far as crowd reaction than Apollo Crews and Callisto? I mean, Dolph Ziggler is trying to be a heel. He's trying to get people to boo him. But every time he hits Callisto or Apollo Crews with a chair, all I hear is one more time. One more time. And you know why? It's because nobody cares about Apollo Crews or Callisto. They're very talented. Don't get me wrong. They are very, very talented in the ring. They're able to do things that most other wrestlers cannot do. So that's not the problem. The problem is their characters. They have none. And if they do, it's just bland and nobody can really connect to it. So that's why when Dolph Ziggler has snapped and is hitting them with the chair, there's nobody feeling sympathy or empathy or feeling anything besides, yes, let's see it again. Yes, let's chant one more time so he can keep hitting Apollo Crews and Callisto, which is not what's supposed to be happening, which is kind of ruining the Dolph Ziggler heel turn. You know, I give Dolph Ziggler a lot of flack because I think he's overrated. I think he's good at his role, which is helping other guys look like stars. And whenever they try to give him something more, he usually always fails, like he has done plenty of times. But this time, he's actually trying. I'll give him credit for trying to be a good heel. But the fact is, nobody cares about Apollo Crews or Callisto, which brings another problem about SmackDown's depth because they have no other top baby faces that people care about. So there's not much that Dolph Ziggler can do because the fans are going to cheer him anyway. They're not going to care about Callisto and Apollo Crews. So who should win this match? Apollo Crews and Callisto should win because if they lose to Dolph Ziggler clean, it's going to be embarrassing. And it's going to basically show us that they can never be taken seriously ever again. Who do I think is going to win? I think that Dolph Ziggler is going to get himself disqualified. I think he's going to do something to get himself disqualified to try to get the fans to boo, but whether or not they will is yet to be seen. So I don't know if you can feel that, people, but I'm hyped for Elimination Chamber. This is going to be great, especially on the road to WrestleMania. I cannot wait. DaChamp can't wait. And I'm sure, Jobber Nation, that you can't wait. What I want you to do is go in the comments. Tell me exactly who is going to win all these matches. Who do you want to see win all these matches? Because I'm going to be reading them and I'm going to be hyped and I'm going to be replying to each and every comment that I get. So make sure you comment. Also, Jobber Nation, or anybody else watching this, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. Become a part of the Jobber Nation because we will do nothing but grow. I know we're not big yet, but we will be. We will be. Be on the lookout. Just wait and see. We're going to keep growing, people. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification button, or make sure you RKO that notification button so you know whenever DaChamp and Shawnee Jobber Nation TV comes out with another video. And just make sure you enjoy Elimination Chamber because I will be coming with another Elimination Chamber review video so I can talk about my initial reactions to everything that's going down on Elimination Chamber. I'm going to end this video, people. Hope you enjoy the video. Share it. Find me on Instagram. Like me on Instagram. Like me on Facebook. Like me on Twitter. All those links are going to be in the description box below. I'm DaChamp. This is Jobber Nation TV. And if you only remember one thing from this video, remember to always kick out at 2. See ya.